Good morning, children. Welcome to English class. Today we are going to learn Unit-7 Colors of Silence, which is taken from National Book Trust of India. This lesson is about the 8-year-old boy who made an achievement in his life in spite of his physical disability. Now let us see who is that boy and what physical disability he had. Satish was 8-year-old boy. He didn't attend the school for few days. So his friend Surender came to visit him and asked the reason. Satish was an 8-year-old boy. He had not gone to school for many days. So his friend Surender had come to visit him, had come to see him and asked the reason for not going to school. Satish was not feeling well. He had terrible headache and felt everything is going dark and silent. He had hearing problem. Why he had not gone to the school? Because he was not feeling well. He had a terrible headache and he had a hearing problem. So he did not go to school for few days. Previous year, Satish went to Kashmir with his brother Inder and father Avatar Narayan during holidays. When they went hiking, they had to cross a rickety bridge. Satish saw a swirling water under the bridge. Who was Avatar Narayan, children? He was the father of Satish and he had one brother. His name is Inder. The previous year, Satish will go to Kashmir with his brother and father. When they went hiking, when they went for the walking, they had to cross a weak bridge. While crossing the weak bridge, Satish saw a moving water under the bridge. When he saw the swirling water under the bridge, Satish pointed out the spot to his brother. That time his body imbalanced and fell into the river. Where will he fall, children? He will fall to the river because his body was imbalanced. When he got consciousness, his legs were plastered. His head was also hurt and was injured badly all over his body. To get the legs healed, Satish had to undergo several operations. After the several operations, his legs healed but remained weak. After the operation, he was ill and had infection in his ears. What problem he had after the operation? After the operation, often and often he was feeling ill and had infection in his ears. Satish felt a heavy thing was pressing upon his head. Suddenly there was complete silence and seems all dark. How was Satish feeling when he was ill? He was feeling like a heavy thing was pressing upon his head. And suddenly he used to feel complete silence and seems all dark. Because of all this problem, he was not able to attend the classes. He was not able to go to school. Because of his absence in school, the school authority couldn't keep him in their school. His father decided to look new school for him, but Satish didn't want to go to new school because he was not able to talk to the new children and had feared that they would make fun of his deafness. The school authority called his father and told him that they could not keep Satish in their school because of his absence. So his father decided to admit him to the new school. But Satish did not want to go to the new school because he was not able to talk to the new children and he had a fear that they would make fun of his deafness. After a lot of persuasion, Satish agreed to go to the new school. But new school didn't want him for the same reason. At last, somehow he agreed to go to the new school. But the school didn't want him for the same reason. At last, they felt helpless. Satish became very moody. He couldn't talk freely. He didn't want to go out and play with the neighbors because he was unable to bear their taunts and teasings. His father and brother spent their time with him. His brother taught him words and pronunciations. His father brought so many books to read. Satish spent lot of time in reading, and through that a whole world was opened for him. Who taught the words and pronunciations to Satish's children? His brother Inder taught him words and pronunciations, and his father brought so many books for him to read, and Satish spent much of his time in reading. After a few days, Satish again stuck and confined to bed. One day he saw a rare bird through the window. It had long tail and a black crest. It had restless energy and ready to fly any moment. That bird attracted very much. When the bird gone, suddenly he jumped from the bed and began to sketch the drawing. After few days, again his health broke down and he was confined to bed. When he was in the bed, one day he saw a rare bird through the window. What will he see through the window? He will see a rare bird. It had long tail and black crest, and also it had restless energy and it was ready to fly any moment. That bird attracted him very much. When the bird flew away, suddenly he jumped off from the bed and began to sketch the drawing. When Satish started doing the drawing, his father felt that it was an idle pastime. He did not like him doing the drawing. His father's concern was about his future. He wanted his son to study well and settle in his life. Though they visited doctors several times, his condition was not improving. There was no improvement in his health condition. He remained in his silent world. Whenever Satish used to do drawing, his father opposed. But Satish managed to paint and draw. One day, his father observed his son's talent and decided to encourage him. After a few hours, his father brought paints, brushes, and drawing sheets for his son. Initially, the father did not want his son to engage in drawing. He told that it was an idle pastime, but later, by seeing the talent of his son, he decided to encourage him. At last, Satish's father accepted his son's wish to become an artist. Satish learned painting in new school. The boy who was suffering from illness was now popularly known as Satish Gujral. Satish Gujral is among the famous artists of India. He is expert in several art forms like painting, sculpture, and architecture. He is also a writer. Satish Gujral became one of the famous artists of India. Exhibitions of his work have been held all over the world in the following prestigious museums like the Museum of Modern Art, New York, the Hiroshima Collection, Washington, the National Gallery of Modern Art, New Delhi. He has published 4 books of his works in various arts. He got so many awards for his paintings. They are the Order of the Crown, the Padma Vibhushan, etc. His life of achievement is ample proof that physical disability is no barrier to success. In spite of physical disability, Satish made an achievement in his life. His life of achievement is the best example for physical disability is no barrier to success. From this lesson, we will come to know that where there is a will, there is a way. If we make up our mind, everything is possible. The only thing what we have to do is we have to be very strong. We should not think of our disabilities. We have to always focus on our goal, focus on our future. If we think positive and work hard, surely we will find success. There is no barrier to success. This is all about the lesson Colors of Silence. I hope this class was beneficial for you. Meet you all in the next class. Thank you.